The ancestral Puebloan cliff dwellings are a wonder of the ancient world. These multi-story structures built into cliffs and caves are a testament to the engineering and architectural prowess of the ancestral Puebloan civilization. The ancestral Puebloans were a Native American culture that lived in the southwest region of the United States from approximately 200 to 1300 CE. The ancestral Puebloans are thought to have evolved from the ancient Basketmaker culture, which existed in the same region from about 500 BCE to 500 CE. They were skilled farmers, hunters, and artisans, and were renowned for their irrigation techniques and artistic traditions. The ancestral Puebloan civilization was one of the most advanced cultures in North America during its time. They lived in large villages, often built on high plateaus or mesas. They were skilled in agriculture and developed complex irrigation systems to support their crops. They created a rich artistic tradition of pottery, basket weaving, and stone carving. They also had a highly organized social structure and religious beliefs that influenced all aspects of their lives. The ancestral Puebloans built their cliff dwellings during the Pueblo II and Pueblo III periods, from approximately 900 to 1300 CE. These periods marked the height of the ancestral Puebloan civilization, during which time they built some of the most impressive architectural structures in the world. The construction of the cliff dwellings was a response to the environmental conditions of the region. The ancestral Puebloans lived in an area that is characterized by rugged terrain, extreme temperatures, and scarce water resources. As a result, they built their homes into the sides of cliffs and caves, where they could take advantage of natural protection from the elements and access to water sources. The ancestral Puebloans used locally sourced materials to construct their cliff dwellings. They quarried sandstone blocks from nearby cliffs and used adobe and timber to reinforce and stabilize the structures. The use of these materials allowed the ancestral Puebloans to build multi-story dwellings that were both stable and durable. The construction of the ancestral Puebloan cliff dwellings is a marvel of engineering and architecture. There are many theories as to how they were built, but no definitive answer. Some suggest that the ancestral Puebloans used simple tools and techniques, such as ropes and wooden scaffolding, to construct the dwellings. Others argue that they used more sophisticated methods, such as ramps or pulleys, to lift heavy stones into place. One theory suggests that the ancestral Puebloans used a combination of ramps and scaffolding to transport and place the sandstone blocks into position. They may have also used ropes and pulleys to move heavier objects. This theory is supported by the presence of rock faces with grooves and notches that suggest the use of ropes and pulleys. Another theory suggests that the ancestral Puebloans used a system of water channels to transport the sandstone blocks. They would have used water to move the blocks downstream, where they could be easily transported to the construction site. This theory is supported by the presence of ancient irrigation systems in the region. The purpose of the ancestral Puebloan cliff dwellings is a topic of ongoing research and debate among archaeologists and historians. Some theories suggest that they were built for defensive purposes, as the cliff dwellings provided a natural barrier against enemies. Others argue that they were built for religious or ceremonial reasons, as some cliff dwellings contain kivas, or circular ceremonial chambers. Still, others suggest that the cliff dwellings were simply a practical solution to the challenges of living in the arid Southwest, where the climate is harsh and resources are limited. The ancestral Puebloan cliff dwellings are a remarkable achievement of human ingenuity and skill. Despite the challenges of living in the arid Southwest, the ancestral Puebloans created a rich and sophisticated culture that continues to fascinate us today.